And we're back for another hangout with Ningguang. This is San Feliz and welcome back. Ningguang.
Kumain na ba kayo?
Yeah. Ningguang hangouts tayo.
And I'm the Genshin Impact noob about to see a hangout event with Ningguang.
The Jade Chamber, returning guest. Yeah.
Okay.
Welcome.
Oh.
The Jade Chamber once more. Go to the Jade Chamber to meet Ningguang. Teleport lang tayo. We won't reach that place. Ayun, teleport. Let's go. Where to? Let's go.
Japan.
Si Bailo. Ay? Okay. Let's go. Enough monkeying around. I'm gonna aim for first ending. Ending 1. Ending 1. Oh yeah, ending 1. Yes, it's ending 1.
Ano na? Ay, adjust na. Kung dahil kausap, bye ciao, bye shi, bye wen.
Okay. Mga secretaries niya.
It looks like all our problems are solved. Welcome to the Jade Chamber.
Wala, our presence just solves
Great.
everything, huh?
I have no idea what we would have done otherwise.
I didn't think we'd really manage to get you here.
This was a last-minute situation, and you're the one we trust the most.
What's happened?
To put it simply, we are just looking for the right person to help.
Help
We
what?
had a very long discussion about it, but to no avail. I have tasked my 3 most trusted secretaries with overseeing an important auction tomorrow. This, however, leaves their regular duties unattended to, and the work cannot afford to go undone.
Okay.
The nature of their day-to-day work is highly sensitive and confidential, so whomever I ask to fill in needs to be someone I can trust, and who doesn't have a conflict of interest.
So you thought of me? I don't think.
So you thought of me?
So you thought of me?
Yes, you were the person who came to mind. We may not have spent a great deal of time together, but I do place a great deal of trust in
Isn't
you.
that kind of a fallacy?
To me, this work is highly sensitive and of utmost importance, though I'm sure you'll find it to be mundane at best. It would not surprise me if you can't bear the tedium or can't make the time. And yet, despite this, I thought it could do no harm to ask the question, on the off chance that you are interested. As it happens, I was just having a discussion on backup plans with my secretaries before you arrived.
But the outcome of that discussion was that we couldn't think of a suitable alternative.
Okay.
This is a good reminder that we should always have a contingency plan for everything.
Grabe naman yan.
Anyway, this may add to the debt of gratitude I owe you. But the fact is, your arrival here has
lunch.
rescued what was fast becoming a rather
Did the
dire
secretary
situation.
have lunch?
If I have what it takes, I'll do it. How tedious are we talking? If I have what it takes, I'll do it. Yeah.
I wouldn't worry. It's all work you'll be quite familiar
Yes.
with. Planning trips, gathering pertinent information, that sort of thing.
Okay.
All basic skills required by competent adventurers, if I'm not
Tour guide.
mistaken.
Okay, I'll give it a try.
If you have any questions about your work, I will answer them shortly.
Okay. Sure. Bye.
The administrative work Lady Ningguang touched upon just now is only one aspect. You'll also be required to cater for Lady Ningguang's basic daily needs, such as clothing and meals,
What?
and be on call for any other requests she may have.
That's wow. Why can't you do it?
We're gonna be a
yourself?
butler.
That's wow.
Don't be mistaken. I won't put you in a difficult position, and I will fully respect your judgment.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Please proceed to the office. Bai Shi will go over the work with you in more detail.
Okay.
Yes, Lady Ningguang. Okay, let's go.
Let's go. Ay, ba?
So this is the inside of the Jade Chamber.
Yes. Yan yung dati, ganyan yung itsura ng
Before I
dati.
get into specifics, I want to start by giving you the big picture.
Okay.
Oh man.
As a member of the Liyue Qixing, Lady Ningguang's every move is in the spotlight. Maintaining her perfect image at all times is absolutely essential. My usual job is to be her right hand, to maintain her image and take care of all her worries. For example, arranging her daily schedule, picking out clothes for her, dressing her, applying her perfume.
Your eyes are really sparkling right now. Are you in a trance or your eyes are really sparkling right now?
You misunderstand me. I am simply trying to impress upon you the sheer importance of the work you will be undertaking.
Baishe has always been very passionate about her work. I can leave any task in her capable hands and rest assured that her performance will be nothing short of exemplary. I'm sure she was simply trying to share some of her enthusiasm, in the hopes that you may find it infectious.
Thank you, Lady Ningguang. Back to the topic at hand. Let's get into the details. Bai Xiao and Bai Wen handle tasks that require enormous experience, while I'm mainly responsible for organizing her daily schedule and making sure she's well fed, dressed for any occasion, and that all her needs are met. I can go through the methods I use and give you some pointers based on my experience to ensure that you are fully equipped to perform your duties.
It's just basic daily routine stuff. It'll be fine.
All in a day's work for the traveler, Great, then I'll skip that and just get to the handover of duties. Currently, there are 133 items that have yet to be scheduled, 17 of which are high importance and...
133? 133?
Yes, I did try to make a start in advance, but only got as far as roughly prioritizing the tasks before I ran out of time.
Okay.
I'll go through the most important items with you in more detail. If there's anything you don't understand, feel free to stop me with questions at any point.
I have so many
First
questions.
is the periodic meeting with the representatives of the 8 trades. After that, fielding opinions on revisions to the current tax legislation. Then, a discussion with Lady Kuching on issues relating to time restrictions on land conveyance deals. Following that, there's a Q&A session with all the major commerce guilds.
Information overload.
Right after that, there's...
Overlord. Hold up. Do I really have to understand Ningguang's work in all this detail just to organize her schedule?
Yes, you do. To the uninitiated, scheduling may sound like a simple process of matching tasks to time slots, but there is actually far more to it than that. You need to take travel time into account, along with a whole spectrum of potential issues that can arise. Ample knowledge of all outside factors that may weigh upon your Plan A is essential to devise a workable contingency plan. I assume this is all making sense. Unless you had any other questions at this point?
No, I think I'm good. Actually, I didn't understand any of it. She's not going to keep calling others beastie. No, I think I'm good.
Good. Then let's press on. We're tight on time here, and there's a lot to get through. And we still need to leave enough time for you to prepare Lady Ningguang's schedule.
I think I know how to approach it now.
Already? Wow. You're a fast learner. Very good. This will be much more efficient.
Yes.
Wonderful. Then I'll be counting on you to provide my schedule for tomorrow.
Oh,
I'll do my
great.
best.
I'm grateful for your assistance. Now, I will leave you here in peace to proceed with your work. I still have a few items from today's schedules that need addressing. If anything else is unclear, you can ask Baishe.
Take care, Lady Ningguang.
Yes. Alright, time to make a serious effort. Alright, time to avoid anything too complicated. Oh, this one. I'll take the first choice. Yeah, now for the schedule you made to buy. Eat. Number 1, eat, wash up, change, get ready to go out. 2, meet businesswoman Liyue at Pavilion, eat lunch. 3, meet 3 informants and exchange information. 4, go to Hue Pavilion for a conference. 5, light meal, negotiate any outstanding matters from the conference, return to the Jade Chamber. The specific times for these first 3 items are flexible and progress dependent. The conference in item 4 is scheduled for the evening. Arriving early is recommended.
Good. You factored in both priority and efficiency, and produced a rigorous and well-structured schedule. You've clearly considered it from every angle. Excellent work. You've got quite a knack for this.
My brain is fried now though.
Please be here at the Jade Chamber tomorrow morning before Lady Ningguang wakes up and start preparing based on the schedule.
Okay.
With you helping out here, we will be able to focus fully on the auction.
Another rating.
It will be quite a complicated affair.
Simulator. I hope everything goes well together.
I hope so too. You must be exhausted. Make sure you get an early night tonight.
It's curious. Paimon didn't pipe up. She didn't pipe up into say, Paimon finds this very excuse me. Paimon finds this very exhausting. This is a lot of information for Paimon to handle. Oh, what is the Ningguang? Oh, that's...
Yes, I'm already awake. I'll be out in a moment. I'm just changing. Good morning. Did you sleep well?
Same as usual. I was a little nervous. I was excited I couldn't sleep. Same as usual.
That's good. I was worried you'd be a little uncomfortable. Now then, the schedule. Let's see what you have for me today. Item 1. Lunch at Liyue Pavilion with Monsieur Chiao. Ah, yes. I remember the invitation. I need to make sure I'm well prepared for this.
Is he a friend of yours?
No, someone I've never met before. Today's lunch will be our first time meeting each other.
It's just like exactly the
She's paying a high price for my time, and I intend to make sure she gets her money's worth. Otherwise, tens of millions of mora is rather a high price for a lunch, even one at Liyue Pavilion. Wouldn't you say?
Tens of millions?
That's right. Even at this price, there is no shortage of people willing to pay for a lunch opportunity with me. To be clear, I've never had any hand in setting the price. I too was rather surprised to see it become so expensive. Time is very valuable to me, so when I first came up with the idea, I made a rule that my time would go to the highest bidder.
Okay.
Gradually, it developed into a lucrative business.
Yes.
Paimon's not supposed to pipe up. Good. Paimon's not
like
supposed to pipe
An
up.
investment?
Yes, that sums it up very well. Most people looking to buy my time are business people who believe that whatever they spend now, they will make back several times over in due course.
Oh,
Naturally,
okay.
for anyone looking to make a profit in a complex market,
Investment
the bottom line is having the requisite experience and expertise. All I can do for them is share whatever insight I may have. As for how much my insight is worth in terms of mora, everyone has their own idea. There is no standardized way to measure something like this. You're a very lucky person, you know. You get to sit in on this lunch for free.
What?
In the hands of a professional business
We're
person,
going to be there?
the kind of information you'll be exposed to would be worth, well, tens of millions of mora.
Then I will listen and learn. Then this could be the most important lesson learned in my life. I will listen and
There's
learn.
no need to be nervous, of course. Now, let's have some breakfast before we leave.
It's up there.
Did you organize this entire breakfast?
I just picked the time slot. I think maybe by sure I made it yesterday.
Uh-huh. I know what's going on then. Please, sit. Have a taste of the Jade Chamber chef's cooking. This kind of food tastes far less satisfying if left out for too long.
Thank you. You and me won't enjoy a fine breakfast.
What do you think? Is the food to your liking?
I ate so much that I intended to.
Oh, don't forget we have a lunch later. Save some space, or you might miss out on some even better food. Still, I'm happy to see that you approve of my culinary tastes.
Do you usually eat breakfast with your secretaries?
On occasion. Usually everyone is too busy for a leisurely sit-down meal. There is an awful lot to get done most of the time. Breakfast also isn't usually so lavish, hence my surprise when we got here. I actually thought you had cooked it all yourself.
I mean, I'm not a terrible chef, but still, I don't know if I could usually do things.
Relax, I'm just joking. Baishore probably made arrangements yesterday to add a few extra dishes to the breakfast menu. You willingly took this work on, knowing that it would be tedious, and you have worked diligently. My secretaries and I are very grateful to you. Treating you to some food is but a small token of our appreciation. Breakfast sets the tone for the rest of the day. You can't compromise on it. If you wake up to the same monotonous meal each day, you will start to feel fatigued even before you start working. Well, I'm done eating. We should get ready, then head off to Liyue Pavilion. I have some preparations to make first. Could you bring my clothes to my room, please?
Maybe a change of clothes?
I need a change of mood, and a change of clothes will facilitate that.
But it's going
Who
to be
knows?
the same clothes.
Perhaps you will have a completely different impression of me after I change outfits. I already instructed Longyang to have my outfit ready. You can fetch it from her.
Understood.
Thank you. I'll be in my room.
Hello, how may I help?
I'm here to fetch a change of clothes from Ningguang.
Ah, yes, of course. Please wait a moment. I'll go and get them.
After a long wait, Lanyang finally returns.
Here you are. Please give this to Lady Ningguang.
That seemed to take you a while.
Yes, this whole room is full of Lady Ningguang's personal items. Not just clothes either. There are all kinds of jewelry and ornaments. Lady Ningguang asked us to rearrange this room recently. We're currently right in the middle of that, so everything's in a bit of a mess. That's why it took me a little time to find this for you.
Sounds like Ningguang has a huge personal collection. I suppose this is the problem with Ningguang to reach people.
Anyway, you can take it now. Thanks for coming to pick it up.
To unlock this board to clean the
Oh my goodness.
Did you get it?
Yes. Box of clothes.
Ah, this is the one. Please, wait for a moment.
It's the same clothes.
After a while, the door in front of you finally opens.
I believe you've seen this
Oh, it's
outfit
on you.
before. It's one of my favorites. I don't think I asked you what you thought of it at the time, though. What do you think?
What? When did she wear
Be
it?
honest.
In the ano?
Latter right this.
Ah, okay.
Stunning and exclusive.
Phew. Thank you. I was actually a little nervous. Knowing that it has your seal of approval makes me feel much more self-confident.
Self-confident.
Yeah, self-confident? What?
Self-confident.
If you're second-guessing how you look, you can forget about looking glamorous. Even the finest garments in the world would look out of place on you. That's why your affirmation matters so much to me. All right, let's head to Liyue Pavilion.
What?
Blue now.
Yes, I know.
Akala ko hair niya yun.
That's never her hair. You've never. Oh my god. What? How dummy-dum-dum are
Off we
you?
go.
That was always her hair ornament. Dung 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 dung. Oh my goodness. You call yourself a Genshin Impact player. You don't know Ningguang. You don't know
I'm like
Ningguang's
Benny here.
Ay nako, ako pang Genshin Impact noob dito. Alam ko, oh, she just has this hair ornament in the middle of her face. Oh, wala na, evicted ka na. Wala ka na dito sa sa bahay ni Kuya. Huwag ka na dito sa Dali, fall! Yeah! Glide tayo! We're falling in style. Whee! Look at that. This is the rest of Liyue. Is that like the main city square?
Ito, yes. Yung mga, parang mga government offices, buildings. Ito yung parang yung port. Ship, yung port sa city. Wala na ako nakita.
See? You landed in style.
Best Philly food in town.
Chichibog na to siya. Ang langis guy ever. 10 billion more, huh? Gagano'n siya. He's lucky now. He's ready.
Lady Ningguang. Sorry to have kept you waiting. No, not at all. I know that you have 1,000 different things to do each day. I'm very grateful for any amount of time you can spare for me. Great. Well, let's leave the formalities aside from now on and make this just a friendly chat. This is the Traveler. I'm assuming you've heard of her. She happened to be in Liyue Harbor today, so I invited her to come along. It's a rare opportunity to dine with her, too. Do you mind if she sits with us? No, not at all. On the contrary, I'm honored. What a surprise to be dining with the illustrious Traveler, too.
I thought she introduced me as her contemporary secretary.
I've always been fascinated by you and your adventures. There's so many questions I'd love to ask you. Oh, I'm sorry. Where are my manners? I forgot to introduce myself. Look at me, getting all overexcited. I'm Luo Qiao, a businesswoman. I work mostly in the textile business, but recently I've been considering branching out into some other markets. That's what I wanted to ask Lady Ningguang for some advice about. I didn't know there'd be a surprise guest involved, too. So, the rumors are true then? Rumors? About what exactly? You know, the rumors about the two of you, Lady Ningguang and the Traveler, having a closer than average relationship.
I thought that was what they
You
do.
haven't heard?
Are these rumors going to hurt?
Come on, you must know that Lady Ningguang's every move is in the spotlight. That obviously includes her relationships.
I thought that was what they
And
do.
if you didn't have some sort of special relationship, why would she invite you to this lunch right after finding out that you were back in Liyue Harbor?
Actually, I need to verify this.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yes, we do have a special relationship, but I don't see anything unusual about it. The Traveler is a national hero in Liyue whose actions have directly contributed toward the prosperity we enjoy today. Even putting aside my official status as one of the Liyue Chising, I admire her on a personal level too. Oh, yes. Well, there is nothing unusual about it at all. I was just observing that Lady Ningguang now seems to have a second interesting character in her innermost circle. The first one being the captain. You're comparing apples and sunsettias there. Whenever Beidou returns to Liyue Harbor, all she brings me is a headache.
Yes, it's true.
I've missed out on a number of extremely promising investment opportunities thanks to her. In fact, the timing is always so suspiciously coincidental. I can't help but wonder if she's doing it on purpose. Investment opportunities?
To buy another boat.
Oh, do you mean the luminescence buying business? I hear that's been all the rage recently.
Okay.
No, something else. All the talk about luminescent spines is just empty hype.
Oh, but isn't there some new technology from Fontaine that needs lots of luminescent spines to make it work?
If it were really that profitable, those in the know would have kept it as quiet as possible. You have to wonder, if the news is spreading like wildfire, who's fanning the flames? I had my secretary do some analysis. The current price of luminescent spines far exceeds the profits that could be made on the end product. So I would advise you to be cautious.
I see. Well, I was planning to get your opinion on how to get started in that business.
In my opinion, there are many people around with ulterior motives, making this a very risky business to enter into in the short term. Long term, it's very difficult to say, but I believe there's too much uncertainty to make it worth your investment. You worked hard to earn every mora you own, and you should be just as careful spending it as you were making it.
You think so too, huh?
Please do your research before you part with anyone.
Okay, got it. If that's what both of you think, I'll take my time and not rush into anything. Maybe it'd be a better choice to invest this money into an industry that I'm genuinely interested in getting involved with.
Wait a minute. Didn't Paimon used to...
Lady Ningguang,
Whatever.
thank you so much for taking the time to meet with me today. I didn't know how much we'd get through, but you've answered every question I wanted to ask.
Also answer on other hangouts, right?
Good.
I'll just rewatch.
I'm glad I could be of some help.
Don't worry.
Now I see why you were able to become the most successful business person in Liyue Harbor. You think clearly, you are very knowledgeable, and you keep yourself well informed. It would take me a very long time to come anywhere close to your level.
This is why so many people went to pay to spend time.
You've been listening for a while. Are you getting bored?
I'm trying to get involved, right?
Has it sparked an interest in the business world for you?
I'll give it a shot in the future. I'm stable to follow because it's so good.
That means you also have a good head on your shoulders, and the ability to learn rapidly. If you are in need of mora, you should absolutely consider doing business.
Oh,
I won't take up any more of your time. Thank you. This lunch was everything I was hoping for and more. I can't wait to try out everything I've learned.
See you next time. I'll look forward to hearing good news from you soon. Right then, lunch is over. I assume you have something planned next? Although, I'm a little concerned about the auction. I wonder how my secretarial trio is getting along.
Don't worry about them. They're very they have time to go exam.
Is this the branching out?
Good, then let's do that. There are some slippery characters among the bidders, you see. So, even though my secretaries are very capable and experienced, I still can't help worrying for them a little.
We'll see.
Come on, the auction is being held at Eugene Terrace.
The different choices, question marks.
Thank you for your patronage.
I don't know. Asdaha, a great
Yes.
dragon of rock,
Boss,
wreak
weekly
havoc
boss.
in olden times, is sealed
Yeah,
in the
depths
depths
of the earth at Nanchanmen.
Nanchanmen. Where's Nanchanmen?
Pakita ko sa'yo sa mga. Boss siya eh. Weekly boss.
What am I looking at?
It's not.
It's not loading.
This is wait.
Oh, there it is.
Diba dyan? Dyan tayo. This one. Dito siya.
Oh, there he is. Nanchanmen's right there.
Yeah.
what brings you here?
I couldn't help but feel a little concerned. So I just came to see how everything is going.
We're about ready, and people are starting to arrive. I think we should be able to start on time.
Very good. I think I'll host the auction myself.
Huh? You want to do it yourself?
Yes, just in case anything untoward happens. I can take care of it myself.
Then we'll leave the auction itself to you. But we'll be sure to lend our full support behind the scenes.
Have you attended an auction before? Well, would you like to participate this time? You don't have to bid, of course. Just experience the atmosphere.
Be quite fun.
All
That's
right,
the only
then.
answer anyway.
Feel free to take a look around the venue before it kicks off. Check out the items up for bidding and see if there's anything you might be interested in.
Obtain looking base with clear signs of wear and tear. Can't see any reason to bid with something like this. The generic office implements. I guess they could buy the place up, but still, it'd be cheaper to get one from Bolai.
Bolai?
The smuggler, yes. Bolai.
Anything Lady Ningguang used to own is sure to be worth a significant amount of money. So
Simp
even if the
auction.
price is a little inflated, it should still be fine.
Simp auction.
Anything Lady Ning. So even if the price is a.
Okay, it's the same. Stop the people first.
Well,
Little
I can't see
bit.
anything that particularly interests me.
Oh my goodness, little bit.
Lady Ningguang must know what she's doing, though. I'm sure she has her reasons.
Did you bring plenty of Mora with you? Let's put it this way. Anything you can snag in one of Lady Ningguang's auctions is practically Mora in the bank. The more you take home, the bigger your fortune.
Oh my gosh.
I've heard about making herping, but there's nothing exceptional about it. I can buy in a shop, but at least really such a good price. Another breaking thing.
What? We have to wait.
16 up to 16, 15, 16, 18.
Sabi nung secretary siya, oh, it's about to get ready. What? Pinahintay pa ng ilang oras.
It's about time to start. Find yourself somewhere to sit and we'll kick things off.
Before we start, I have a question.
Yes? What is it?
Are these auction items generally very valuable?
That's for you to make a considered judgment on. It's precisely what makes auctions so interesting, don't you think? Until the bids exceed the value of the item you're after, you can keep raising the price. If the bids go beyond what you can accept, then you let someone else take it. Perhaps this does not result in what you might call a fair price, but what it does do is identify the person who values the item the most.
Okay, let's see how it goes.
Yes, you should look forward to it.
The auction finally begins.
The first lot is a teacup from my personal collection. Bids starting at 10,000 Mora. That's 10,000 Mora for the teacup.
We've never paid 10,000 more for something like this normally.
20,000!
Oh.
30,000!
50,000.
Oh my god, little bean.
Wow,
No.
the bidding is fierce.
No, don't. We got nothing.
Oh, the bidding is fierce.
80,000! 80,000 over here!
I'll raise that to 100,000!
Oh, what?
120.
He seems very determined.
All right, 150,000. Anyone else want to keep going now?
150 once?
170?
180,000.
Mm-mm.
180 once? 180 twice? 180. Sold!
It's mine now.
It went for 180.
Okay then. Moving straight on to the next lot.
One by one, the exceptional items are sold for exceptionally high prices.
You seem to be getting quite into it. What a shame that you didn't manage to go home with anything.
Something felt off.
Of course it did. That's because I didn't come here to sell my things.
Great.
I'm sure you must find it quite odd that all these everyday items could fetch such a huge price at auction. Since you're curious, why not go and talk to the buyers? I'm sure they'll give you the answers you're looking for.
Today wasn't my day. Didn't manage to snag much. There were too many bidders, and they all seemed like experts to me. I guess I'll just have to wait for the next auction. Someday, I'll be the lucky one.
I may have paid an arm and a leg for this, but in the end, I got the result I wanted.
Aren't you worried about the price of being overinflated?
Nothing of Ningguang's could ever be overinflated.
What?
I'm far from the only buyer who believes that owned by Ningguang is worth paying a premium for. So how much I make just depends on how many people are even bigger fans of Ningguang than I am.
Oh my god.
Huh? You want to know why I paid so much? Well, it's pretty obvious, isn't it?
It's
because the previous owner was Lady
manager's
Ningguang.
voice actress.
Sure, the item may look
Oh,
pretty
yes.
ordinary, but that's probably just
They
because I'm not a
sound-
connoisseur, so I
Because
don't
I'm
know how
not
to
a
appreciate it.
connoisseur, so I don't know how I can
But
appreciate
I figured
it.
I'd buy it first, then go get it appraised by an expert. Then I'll be rich.
What? Oh my goodness. You see, that's what they think anyway. Oh, painful.
Well, did you find the answer yet?
It's because everyone has faith in your judgment and aesthetics.
Yeah.
That's certainly part of it. But every bidder will have noticed that none of these items have a particularly high going rate on the market in and of themselves. Despite this, they were all willing to pay very dearly for them. I wonder, is faith in me really the only factor in their appraisal of the item's value?
If not, then what else could it be?
You'll see shortly. The one who spent the most money will surely be the quickest to realize. If all I wanted to do was make some quick mora by exploiting their blind faith in me, I have a million more effective ways of achieving that than hosting an auction. Every participant in this auction was handpicked by me, based on certain intelligence.
True enough, after some time, but one of the participants returns.
Lady Ningguang, something doesn't seem quite right with the items from today's auction. As unlikely as this sounds, and please forgive me for even bringing it up, but I had to ask. You weren't selling counterfeits today, were you?
Counterfeits? Absolutely not. What motive would anyone have for making copies of things like these? They are simply ordinary items, and there was no coercion or enticement during the auction. Every bid was voluntary.
Because we trusted you! Everyone knows that you love Mora, but we also know that you made your fortune through honest means, as opposed to scamming people.
You seem to have entered into dangerous linguistic territory there. You should know that unless you have evidence to support your outlandish claims, I am legally entitled to sue you for slander. Of course, if you have any genuine grievances about the auction, the lots, or the process, please enlighten me as to where exactly I went wrong.
You! Fine. Yes, technically it was all legitimate. Guess all I can do is take the loss. But if word gets out about today's auction, people are gonna start seeing you as a con artist. No one would dare do business with you after that. I guess what I'm saying is this really in your best interests?
Let me answer that with a question. You claim that you were willing to pay a high story.
What do you mean? What else could it be?
Oh, I don't know. Perhaps it could be something to do with a lost item from the original Jade Chamber collection that has quietly made its way into your hands. When the Jade Chamber fell, countless valuable items from my collection plunged into the sea. I organized a salvage operation, but still there were many items unaccounted for. A considerable number of these made their way back into Liyue Harbor through means unbeknownst to me, and passed through several pairs of hands before finally ending up in yours, and those of your fellow bidders today.
Wait, you mean...
Yes. Everyone attending the auction today is in possession of lost property belonging to me. Or, to put it another way, they were all people who have had a taste of something that was mine and convinced themselves that I am someone to be taken advantage of. So I ask you again, your high bidding price, was it motivated by trust, or was it greed? The sole reason I held this auction is to reclaim my treasured possessions. If you are willing to return what is mine, I will refund all the money you spent in the auction today.
All right, fine. I guess I'll return it. You drive a hard bargain like everyone says. I'll go and get it right now. Please just wait here.
Despite his bad attitude, he cooperated in the end. Good for him.
It all makes sense.
The issue was that all items of mine that have been fished out of the sea have changed hands numerous times already. Determining who has legal ownership would be an extremely long-winded process, with each item being assessed on a case-by-case basis. Even Yenfei says she'd have a difficult time defending my claims. I could have bought them back, but it's not in my nature to pay twice for the same thing. Least of all, when they'd be looking to make a handsome profit from my misfortune. After making some inquiries, I found them to be most uncooperative. So I had to resort to this auction to finally put a stop to all this nonsense. I just wanted my things back. Hardly an unusual sentiment. At most, a little childish perhaps. Which is another reason why I didn't tell anybody about my plan. What do you think it was about the Jade Chamber that defeated Osile? Well, I think it was a combination of the weight and the energy it contains. Its great weight meant that it hit Osile with incredible force, while the energy within triggered that spectacular explosion. Every piece of the Jade Chamber, from the stone walls and wooden beams down to the smallest ornament, contributed to its total weight. But in the end, they became objects of merchants' greed. It's hard not to get a little irked thinking about it. Thank you for understanding. Now I've got one of my items back. Let me show you what makes it so special. The secrets of history shine through in the relics that survive. And this one now has the story of another age to tell.
There you go.
Start. For another ending.